When I looked at your record, you talk about big government and how opposed you are to it. But you seem to have a different attitude about your own congressional district. For example, the Congress decided to send billions of dollars to victims of Hurricane Katrina. Guess how Ron Paul voted? Quote, is bailing out our people that chose to live on the coastline a proper function of the federal government, he asked, and you said no. And yet this, Paul's current district, which includes Galveston and reaches into the Brazoria County, draws a substantial amount of federal flood insurance payments for your own congressional district. This is the Houston Chronicle. Representative Ron Paul has long crusaded against a big central government, but he also represented a congressional district that's consistently among the top in Texas in its reliance on dollars from Washington. In the first 9 months of the federal government's 2006 fiscal year, it received more than $4 billion. And they report, the Wall Street Journal, 65 earmarked targeted projects, $400 million, that you have put into congressional bills for your district. Which leads us to the Congressional Quarterly, the earmarked dossier of Dr. No. There isn't much that Dr. Ron Paul thinks the federal government should do. Apparently, though, earmarks for his district are okay. Paul is the sponsor of no fewer than 10 earmarks in a water resources bill, all benefiting his district. The Gulf Intercoastal Waterway, $32 million. The sunken ship you want to remove from Freeport Harbor. The Bayou Navigation Channel. They talk about $8 million for shrimp. Before you voted against it.
No, come on, Tim. That has nothing to do with that.
You put it in the bill and get the headlines.
No, I make the request. They're not in the bill.
Then you know it's going to pass Congress, and so you don't refuse the money.
Well, no, of course not. It's like taking a tax credit. No, I think you have it all mixed up.
Well,
you're confused.
It's all facts.
You're confused.
This is the Wall Street Journal. You load up the bills with special projects.
No, you don't.
You do. You deny that you have.
How many of them ever got passed? But the whole point is we have a right and an obligation.
They pass. You vote against.
Turn it around and say I'm supporting this system. I find it rather ironic. And turn it around and say I'm supporting this system. I find it rather ironic.